Robert's research must stop.
Oh my god, this game actually has a story.
Light.
See, we've come a long way from the days of Dr. Wawi.
Say what you
That's
will.
an actual
I cannot agree to this.
dialogues, actual
Please
voice.
listen. No, you listen to this. At every turn, you've ignorantly blocked my research.
Yeah, Dr. Wily is very
Mr.
edgy
Wiley,
in this one.
Control yourself. I see the committee is.
Everyone else is looking at him like, what is this guy's
And
problem?
so, the department chooses Thomas Light's research into robots with independent thought.
Dr. Wawi is like, it should have been me!
Everyone.
It should have been me!
Why?
I feel so blind, Mega Man. I have to stop doing the Wily voice from Mega Man 8 now that he actually has
The world will know
a real
I was
voice.
right all along.
Matter of fact, I shouldn't even be talking. Alright, here we go.
Bad memories make the worst dreams. A genius of my caliber needs sleep to keep his brain in gear.
Pop some Valium, bro. Gotta pop the Valium.
Research
Prince
for my
Valium.
youth. Yes. Now I'll show you light.
That's right, he'll show you light. So, I'm playing Mega Man 11, as you can see. Very excited for this. It's actually my second playthrough. I played through it the other day. So, this being a second playthrough will give me some advantages. I will know what I'm doing more than I did the first time. I'm also really exhausted right now because I hardly had any sleep. So, that'll give me a bit of a disadvantage, which will balance it out. But it should be fun. It's a great game. I took the liberty of spending an hour grinding bolts at the very beginning. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to start a new game. I'm going to be playing on normal for this playthrough. You might notice I'm not wearing my Mega Man shirt for once, which is just, you know, kind of odd. I'm actually playing a Mega Man game, and I'm not wearing my Mega Man shirt.
All systems nominal. You're in great shape, Blockman.
Doesn't Blockman kind of look like a droid from Star Wars? It's got that droid
I
look.
can hear the construction yard calling. Block out.
Good luck out there.
Simpler times before the robots revolted.
How many checkups are left?
Hey, look, it's Roll.
We just finished with Blockman. That leaves
I'd like to play a Mega Man game where you get to play as Roll. I've been waiting for that for like a
Bounce
really
Man,
long time now.
Fuse Man, Tundra Man, and Blast Man.
But no such luck yet.
Seven to go.
I mean, we're gonna get an auto game before we get Roll at this point. What's he gonna do? Like run around with his little
I don't need
his
a
little
brain
needle
for
cannon
that.
thing?
You know, for a robot, you sure do complain a lot. Now let's crank it up.
I'm sorry, something about autos always just cracked me up. He kind of, you know, his body kind of looks like that big green mini boss from Mega Man X, the one in Sting Chameleon stage. Very similar, actually. I think it had like red nipples and everything, just like Auto does. So,
Otto, hurry to me.
I wonder if that robot was supposed to be like,
Splendid to see
just
you
a
again.
coincidental design choice.
Wiley. Doctor,
This game has a really nice look. It's got a kind of
I'll handle this.
slightly three-dimensional, cartoony aesthetic to it that I really enjoy.
I've simply come to give Dr. Light a message.
then kindly be quick about it.
Of course. You see,
This music's really
recall
good. This
some
is
old
Dr.
research.
Wily's theme for this
The
game.
very invention you
It's
so
very
coldly
cool. It kind of reminds me
crushed
of
when we were
Pokey's
students
music
together.
from Earthbound a little
Or
bit.
has your memory failed you?
Our university days. A device. It can't be.
Oh, but it can! Your objections wouldn't stifle me forever. I have perfected my design. And now we'll see who was right all along.
Dr. Light, what's the ruckus?
Uh-oh.
Perfect timing. The lot of you will make excellent test subjects.
Wow, who are you calling test subject?
Quickly, you must all run and hide.
I don't know about that. Blockman runs from no.
Robots.
Over here, Light.
He fears no man. Oh, Oh, there he is. Blockman. It looks like the whole lot of them are all caught in that bubble.
Nobody blocks!
Nobody blocks Blockman.
Let those robots go, Dr. Wily!
Let my people go, Dr. Wily.
Idea. At last the world will bow down
don't
to
know
the
about that.
genius of Dr. Wily.
Not if I have anything to say about it. Whew.
Doctor, I'll go after Wily.
Wait, Mega Man.
Why is Mega Man holding a
Wily's
toilet
invention
plunger?
is called the double gear system. It's designed to push robots far beyond their normal strength and speed. If he really has completed it, I'm afraid you won't stand a chance.
But we can't just let him get away.
Mega Man, I can tell you won't be stopped. Very well.
I like how Dr. Wily not Dr. Wily. I love how Dr. Light pretends to be resistant every time Mega Man wants to run out and save the day. Dr. Light's always like, "No, Mega Man, you mustn't go out and save the world. I know there are a lot of innocent people out there that need saving, but you must not, Mega Man. You must not."
Places great strain
Oh, okay, you talked me into it.
I can
He's
take
always
it,
so
Doctor.
coy about it.
I want to do this no matter the
He knows
cost.
that Mega
Let
Man's
me
gonna
out.
go anyway. You know. He's like, "Oh no, you mustn't."
the installation.
So the
will take
double
some
gear
time.
system is really the innovation of this game. You can slow down time,
Double
you
gear
can power up
system
your
is
shots.
fully installed.
You'll see it in action momentarily, but suffice to say, it's some interesting stuff that they added to this game. Also noteworthy is that it figures into the story because Dr. Wily created the double gear system, which means that all 8 of the bosses that you fight,
Mega Man,
and I think the castle bosses too, are all equipped with the same system that you are. So they can all go into like double gear mode and move faster, shoot bigger attacks, you know, things like that. So yeah, interesting stuff. And I think that, yeah, that'll put us at the, let's see. We'll do that. So I'm going to reload my save here. All I've done in my save so far is just grind bolts. And as you can see, I've got a bunch of energy tanks, stuff like that, a bunch of items. The question is, what boss do I want to fight first? I love the stage select music in this game. The boss select, you know, I love this music. I think this might be my favorite boss select music in the entire series, which before now it was either Mega Man 2 or 3. It was a toss-up. But I think this one takes the cake. So typically, Blockman is a good choice for first. It's pretty clear that the game wants you to choose Blockman first, but I'm going to go against type here and go with what I think is the toughest out of the 8 bosses as far as the actual boss fight goes, and that's Impact Man. This guy, as far as I could tell on my first playthrough, doesn't really have any serious weaknesses, and he's just a really tough fight. He's big, he's hard to dodge. He has like a massive dozer form that he can turn into and just completely wreck you. So I'm going to get him out of the way first, just because I think he's possibly the toughest fight. I don't remember his stage being all that bad, at least, so there's that. Wow. That would have been my first death right there, if I didn't have beat. I thought there might have been something up there. Yeah, the toughest bosses from what I recall in my first playthrough, probably this guy and what was the other one? There were a few actually. There were a few really tough bosses, mainly in the fortress. Obviously, it's always the fortress. the toughest level, probably the fire level. Torchman, rather. Torchman's stage is so tough. It's just frustratingly difficult. I think it has some really poor design in it. However, it is possible to make that stage a lot easier for yourself if you bring other weapons with you. Like apparently the ice weapon actually freezes a lot of the fire traps in that stage, which makes them much easier to negotiate. There's also an electric weapon that lights up the dark parts of the stage. So yeah, there are different weapons that greatly help with Torchman's stage if you get them first. Now, my problem was when I first played the game, Torchman's stage was one of the first stages I did, so I didn't have like any special weapons. I think I had Blockman's weapon and one other one, but yeah, that was a mistake on my part. This time, hopefully, I'll have an easier time with Torchman's stage. I think I'm probably going to try it without using special weapons to assist me in getting through it, because I want you to see how difficult that stage is when you play it like the way I played it originally, you know. So I want you to see the frustration level of that stage. So yeah. Other than Torchman's stage, though, I don't recall any of the stages being super difficult. Tundra Man, the ice boss, he has a stage that should be really difficult. Because there's a lot of slippery ice and like wind currents that push you around. But for some reason, I kind of breezed through that one. I should probably use the double gear to take the advantage on this guy. Alright, let's try this guy again. I really don't want to have to use an energy tank just to defeat a mini boss. That seems kind of ridiculous. Look, I'm cornered. It's like, I guess you're supposed to get like right up really close to him, I guess, but then it makes it really hard for you to. Jesus H. All right, that's it. I'm not repeating this level anymore. I'm just gonna use an energy tank. Cornered again. I don't even remember this mini boss from the first time around. Oh, did you see that? That brings me to the biggest controversy about this game. When Mega Man jumps through doors, he doesn't stay in the air. He doesn't like smoothly glide through the doors like he used to. He falls. He actually falls down. It's really just, it's appalling. Actually, it's really appalling. I know a lot of people are really upset about this. And honestly, I mean, I'm not like really upset about it, but I get why people are. You know, it's like a really classic component of Mega Man is being able to stay in the air when you jump through those doors. You know. think I'm getting into my groove now. Starting to get the hang of this. Oh, pro tip. Number one pro tip about this game actually is farm some chips. Like right from the beginning of the game, right from the get-go. Farm chips. Because you pretty much have to farm chips before you can even beat a single level in this game. It pretty much... the game is pretty much reliant on you having energy tanks to make any progress, for the most part. It's like they expect... it's like they expect that the player has farmed energy tanks. Yeah. If you haven't, well, go do it. Oh, yeah, also, don't just farm energy tanks, farm lives. Just get as many chips as you can. You know, a single large chip will get you one energy tank, or I think 2 lives. Wow, this is getting really, really hard. Oh my god, I'm getting like completely owned here. So yeah, definitely get as many lives as you can. Some of these levels can take 9 lives just to get through. Oh my god, I'm having more trouble with this game than I did the first time I played it. Alright, so what I need to do at this point is I need to make more judicious use of the speed gear. Or more liberal use, actually. I think I'm using it more than I am. Okay, this part is very nasty. Do I want to go for the energy tank, or do I just want to get the hell out of here? Oh. Oh. That's not good. I think I might have just made a bit of a boo-boo there. Whoa! That was close. Let's try this again. There we go. Oh my god! Oh my god! What the heck just happened? I am just getting stomped by this game. Oh, by the way, all of the rush powers use the same weapon energy, and there's that red meter next to my life meter. So, as you can see, that red meter is dwindling quite a bit at this point. Oh, not a rush power, so hopefully I don't need to jump fire. There we go. Alright, so this is Impact Man, no relation to TNA Impact. Although it'd be kind of funny if there were a relation. If they were like a wrestler. That'd be kind of awesome. So I have 0 special weapons, as you can see. This guy is basically going to completely whoop my ass. I have to rely on charge shots and energy tanks. Although I'm most likely going to just drop my first life turn here. Use it as an opportunity to kind of get the hang of the fight. So this is when he goes into murder mode and just like obliterates you. Alright. So yeah, I think I got the hang of it now. I'm going to use my my power and speed gears to give me the advantage. Although I don't think the speed gear really works on bosses. Could be wrong. Oh, it does work on bosses, okay. Right. It's worth noting that my first playthrough of the game was like days ago, so it's not like it's fresh in my mind right now. Gotta watch my health. Time to heal. My God, I'm getting my ass whooped right now. Oh wow, the power gear shot does a lot of damage. There we go. I have to make a lot more use of that super like double shot with the power gear. I did not realize how much damage that actually does to bosses. I didn't really use it that much on my first playthrough. Whenever I'd use the power gear, I would just rapid fire like those first tier charge shots that you just be like boom, boom, boom. But yeah, charge up to the big red charge shot. That's where the damage is. Got a new weapon, Pile Drive. Maybe it is a TNA Impact reference. Oh my god. So yeah, Impact Man with the Pile Driver. Alright, I'm going to use his weapon on Bounce Man. Pretty sure Bounce Man is weak to the Pile Driver. Pile Driver is actually more of a clothesline in this game though. It's like a dash punch of sorts. So Bounce Man stage, this is a fun one. It's basically Clown Man Redux. If you played, which one was it? Mega Man 8, I believe. So it's also got elements of Spring Man from Mega Man 7. Just a lot of bouncing, really. A lot of bouncing happening in this stage. So the objective is to get really high up in the air so that you can jump down and hit these trampoline things that send you to the next area. Alright, note to self, take out all the enemies before you try to jump across. There we go. All things considered, this is a really fun level. I'm a huge fan of this level. I've seen it get some hate online. I don't know why. It's fun. It's very creative. I mean, I guess if you hate bouncing, it's a terrible level. And I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that do hate bouncing. If you hate bouncing, well, that's your fault. Damn, so close. So I think at this point, let's see. So for this room, yeah, you want to knock these hands out of the way and just like scoot past them really quick. That's the objective here, as opposed to getting hit by them on purpose. However, these endlessly regenerating enemies here really do get in your way. There we go. I have to say that the order I'm playing the game in is actually a fairly suboptimal order. There are a few weapons that are a huge help, like throughout the game, like Blockman's weapon. Blockman's weapon is really good for clearing out like crowds of foes, and Fireman's weapon, or Torchman I guess, is really good for pretty much every boss. I think it's a weakness, or like a sub-weakness for literally every single boss in the game. So yeah, there are a few weapons that are really good to have from the start. And Impact Man's Pile Driver is not one of those weapons, in my view. So yeah, I am giving myself a little bit of a handicap by playing the game in the order that I'm playing it in. What giant frog. Oh god. Let's see where this is going. Okay, we're going to use an E-Tank, and we're going to use this thing over here. That's a defense booster. Very, very nice defense booster. I'm trying to use it too much, but that's just a personal handicap that I impose on myself.
Here.
For real, bro? Now I know all their tricks. Jesus. I didn't get a charge shot off on this guy. This is another fight that I remember being like no challenge at all the first time I played the game. And here I am having a lot of trouble with it. Here we go. Use this. I'm not sure if I want to get hit by that hand, not with all these pits around. Seems like a terrible plan. Whew. It's like an evil flip top. Instead of giving you items, he takes them away. Really? Really? I fell down again? This is embarrassing at this point. Let's try this again. It's worth noting that the controls in this game are a little bit sticky. Like, it feels like Mega Man's sticking to the ground sometimes. I don't even know why I'm going through this kind of trouble to get an energy tank, given that energy tanks cost literally like the equivalent of $1 in the shop. Like the in-game equivalent of $1. Like literally one chip. That's what energy tanks cost in this game. One chip. Sort of. Like seriously, like why make the energy tanks in the stages this hard to get? I guess there is a higher difficulty level, and in said higher difficulty level, it's harder to get chips. So you definitely going to want to collect more drops from the stages rather than getting them all from the shop. Seriously? Oh, God. Okay, here we go. Whew. I was about to say, I'm starting to see why people don't like this stage. Like, I'm really starting to see why people don't like this stage. I mean, it's an invented level and everything, don't get me wrong, it's fun, but there's only so many times you can fall down a passageway like this before you start to get like, you know, what am I doing right now? Why am I playing this game? There's so many other games I could be playing right now. Okay. Jesus. That room took a couple of years off my life, I think. Should probably get that energy right there. There we go. Another frog? Yep, another frog. This one is much more irritating than the first one because of the bouncy floor. Like you cannot slide under this guy. How are you supposed to avoid this? Jesus. You cannot avoid this guy's attacks. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. It's like a war of attrition. You have to just defeat him before he defeats you. Alright, save point. Excellent. Checkpoint, rather, not really save point. The only save points are between levels. So you quit in the middle of a level, you're starting to level over. Unless you hibernate your PS4. But I'm thankful for every checkpoint that this game gives you because they are few and far between. I like these guys that pop up out of the pit because they're like waving their hands in the air at you. They're like, no, don't go this way, don't do it. You shall not pass. And it's like, bro, calm down. I'm basically going to go this way. So, whether you like it or not, I don't get it. It's okay though, because I just got a checkpoint. What are we at on time right now? 43 minutes? So yeah, this episode is going to be an hour, and I'm thinking I can probably finish this game in 3-hour-long episodes. Because my first playthrough took me 6 hours, or a little less than 6. So I think I can do it in 3 this time. Although the first couple stages are not exactly inspiring confidence on that front. Yeah, I think I can do this game in 3-hour-long episodes. It's possible. We'll see. I'm gonna have to perform a lot better on episode 2, though. Only beating 2 levels in this episode, or possibly 3, is it's definitely falling short of my goal. My goal was to finish 4 levels in this episode. Looks like I need to get higher up in order to, there we go. So I need to get over to the right though. Boom, got it. Very nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. These balloons are really in the way. I gotta take out all the balloons, it looks like. This is a long ass level, isn't it? I feel like I've been playing this level for half an hour. I am so tired of being knocked down this passageway. It's like either I have to get hit or I have to get knocked down, like one or the other. You know? Alright, here we go.
Can't move now. Speed up. Speed gear.
I really hate using an energy tank on something like this, but look at this. It's like if you don't want to get knocked down, you have to go up here and let yourself get hit. You know? It's either get hit on purpose or get hit not on purpose. Let's try this again. Whoa! There we go. That was close. Alright, you ready for some pile driver action?
You wanna bounce with me? I bet you can't bounce like this.
What's he doing? What's he doing? Oh god, it's the armor armadillo attack. Oh, doesn't matter. Boom! Dash punch. Whew. Thankfully that guy's a lot easier than his level is. So. Whew. It is a beautiful rainy day outside today. Perfect day for some Mega Man action. This weapon's fun. I like the way it ricochets off the walls. Okay, so I think Fuse Man, I think he's weak to bounce, but I'm not sure. He's basically the electric theme boss. And Tundra Man, the ice boss, is weak to the elect weapon, just like in the first Mega Man. And Torch Man is then in turn weak to the ice weapon. So, yeah, I think Fuse Man is next. And what are we at on time? So yeah, I think this will do it for this first episode. 3 levels, if I can finish this in a timely manner. 3 levels is not too bad, not too shabby for the first episode. I was aiming at 4, but this level has a really cool aesthetic with the electricity in the background. Oh, I really like the music in this level too. This is another one with really intense music. Kind of reminds me of Metroid Fusion a little bit. Something about the instrumentation here. Ooh, just this. No, I cannot.
Speed gear!
Ooh, just barely made those. And we've got a checkpoint. These guys look like they have a shield around them, but they actually don't.
Speed gear!
This is kind of interesting. Look at this. This is awesome. Right. Ooh. See, that's cool. It's like really cool design right there. Alright, mini boss.
Power gear!
It's looking like E-Tank time soon. No big deal though, because like I said, they don't cost me anything else. There we go. That super buster attack really dishes it out. Even mini bosses are no match for it. See that chip that I just clicked? That was an energy tank right there. Whoa, look at that. Dodged it. Damn it, this data is not
Power gear!
ready. Oh, I see what's going on.
Speed gear!
Okay. Those guys down there are actually powering these. This is really I'm a huge fan of the speed gear. I have to say that as far as like new mechanics go, it's one of the best new mechanics in this entire series. Yeah. I think before this, my favorite was probably the Rush Jet in Mega Man 6. The jetpack thing going on. But I think this is my new favorite mechanic from the Mega Man game. It's just so much fun to play around with the slow motion effect. And I immediately used the energy tank that I just got. It's okay. I have no shame in using as many energy tanks as I need to in this game. It was not an easy game. Alright, time for Plug Man. And I think he's weak against the ball weapon, but I'm not sure. Either way, it's what we're using, so find out.
Let's amp this up. Power up.
seems to be doing a ton of damage. And the ricochet effect really helps because this guy bounces all over the room. So it's really hard to land hits on him. Can't imagine fighting this guy with just like the normal buster because he's just so hard to hit. Alright, 3 bosses down, a bunch to go, and that concludes part 1 of Mega Man 11. And yeah, hopefully going to be 2 more episodes, and should be fun. Hopefully I'll be a little more turned up for the next episode and won't die as much. Tell you what though, that very first level, whenever you play a Mega Man game, that very first level is always the hardest. Always, like, invariably. It's, you know, breaking into the boss circle, as I call it, is always a challenge. Whew, this is some great stage select music. And yeah, next time, Tundra Man, the ice boss, will be our next foe. So join me for that, and I'll see you then.